I've been doing this for about 5 years, and I've never done a month-long Kids Are Smarter Than This. I think it's time to change that. After all, I have a lot of episodes to get through, and only about 3 more years before doing this eventually kills me. So, throughout the month of March, we'll be doing 5 reviews based on Disney Channel sitcoms, which I know aren't everyone's favorite, but don't worry, I'll do some cartoons later in the year. So let's begin with the show that basically started a lot of the Disney sitcom tropes.
Let's go. You could gaze into the future.
Running from 2003 to 2007, That's So Raven starred Raven Simone as Raven Baxter, a teenage girl going through high school life along with her friends Chelsea and Eddie. But she also happens to be psychic, and her visions will often get her into wacky shenanigans and hilarious antics. Personally, I really like this show. Yeah, it's cheesy and created a lot of the annoying tropes that Disney likes, but I think it worked here, at least for the first few seasons. This was the first Disney Channel show to go over their 65 episode limit, and while I don't think this last season is bad, it did have some pretty good episodes. It certainly did go more over the top, and the characters became a lot more one note. So let's look at one season 4 episode called Unhappy Medium as an example. So we start with everyone at school being mesmerized by something in a classroom.
Hey, y'all, come here. It's the Hollywood film crew in there.
Why? When they start going to our school?
Oh my god, Chelsea, what the hell happened to you? You see, there's this term in fandom called flanderization, where the longer a series goes on, the more some characters will have one character trait exaggerated to proportions to the point where that becomes their entire personality. The thing is, though, Chelsea wasn't really an idiot in the beginning of the show. Not even a little bit. She wasn't a brainiac, but she was on a pretty average intelligence, about as much as the other two. So it turns out that a film crew was filming some zombie movie at the school, even getting the world's hottest director to make it. The lead of the film is Nikki Logan, played by Brooke Lyons.
Yeah, and her house in Malibu is off the chain. I saw it on Young, Rich, and Fabulous.
Yeah, no, I totally saw that. Yeah, her bathtub is so big, she even has her own diving board.
Chels, that was her swimming pool.
That would make more sense.
Maybe her stupidity is caused by teenage hormones and she got over it once he grew up.
I like being an only child. There's never a question who favorite is.
It's me, right?
Never mind. Raven has a vision that Nikki is going to choke on a taffy bar and stops her before she can do it in a comedically over-the-top way. As security begins to take her away, she gives the exact flavor of the taffy despite the fact that she couldn't possibly know that.
You would have to be a psychic to know that.
No, I'm not psychic. You're tripping, Nikki Logan.
Oh, what a bummer. Because I'm playing a psychic in this movie.
You ever see one of those movies within a movie and just wonder what the fuck that's about? What do zombies and psychics have to do with each other? I don't remember that. In order to hang out with Nikki, Raven admits to her that she is psychic. Now we start our subplot with Raven's dad Victor and everyone's favorite anime character Corey. He just got a poster for his favorite boxer.
Lullaby Lopez.
Upon opening it, he sees that he has ads printed all over his body, and Victor explains that sometimes people often pay others for tattooed advertisements.
I get around a little bit myself.
And for the right price, I could advertise for the chill gorilla.
No way.
Why not?
It's tacky?
Victor, by this point you should know that Corey will do anything for money, so just do it so he doesn't hurt himself. Raven brings Nikki home and she even offers to let Raven, Chelsea, and Eddie stay at her place in Malibu for the summer if she helps her. So she tries to explain what being a psychic is like. And after a little while of lame jokes and Raven mugging to the camera, she finally tells her.
See, what happens is that I get these occasional visions that may or may not come true.
I mean, in order to make them not come true, I may have to go through many hilarious hijinks. Come on, Ray, spice up the experience a little. However, Nikki is apparently very racist, or whatever the equivalent would be for psychics, but she decides that this isn't worth her time and leaves.
I will definitely get back to you on that.
Nikki Logan ain't getting back to me on that.
Okay, here's another cliche I hate. The asshole diva celebrity bullshit. This is where the episode really starts to go downhill. Before this, it's mostly been okay. Also, we do get one really funny moment.
Man, I can't believe Nikki's not here. I wanted her to sign my eggplants.
How come you can't just get a regular autograph album like everybody else, Chelsea?
Excuse me, do you know how long it takes to grow autograph albums?
Eddie acts like an asshole, wanting his friend to sacrifice her dignity so he can go on a trip to Malibu. I'm getting flashbacks here. But Raven, after thinking it over, does agree to do it. What follows is some of the most cringy, hard-to-watch attempts at comedy I have ever seen in a Disney sitcom. Raven overacting and mugging in a desperate attempt to be funny. God bless Raven, she is trying so hard. Like I said, you can't say she ever half-asses anything. I'm not entirely sure why the hamminess here doesn't work as much as it does in other episodes. I guess it might be because it goes on too long. But Raven tells her that she'll win an award for her role in the film Honor Roll Zombies.
Which one? Greatest actress on Earth.
So this character's not only a bitch, she's also a complete fucking idiot. Nikki once again agrees to take her to Malibu and leaves.
You are the worst actress on Earth. You're fired.
It's Raven. Even when I first saw this episode, I knew it was Raven. We then cut back to Corey, who I almost forgot about, and it turns out he has gone to the competition to get his advertising money. You know, if Corey is old enough to do this, why doesn't he just go get a job? Admittedly, we do get another good joke here.
This paint won't wear off for another week. And besides, I signed a contract. I gotta get back out there.
Well, I did teach you to honor your commitments. Boy, was that stupid.
We cut back as the filming of Honor Roll Zombies has begun. Raven comes in and tells Eddie and Chelsea about her vision.
I sold out to be friends with a movie star, and now it's gonna ruin her career, and it's all my fault. I gotta stop her.
Keep that in mind. It'll come back later. Security won't let them talk to Nikki, so they try to get to her through the schoolyard. But she has to find a way over the fence. Because Raven is an idiot, she tries jumping over it. And having Eddie and Chelsea boost her up is plan B. I take back what I said. I will never get tired of that joke. The manager thinks she's playing one of the zombies and they go in. But now we have to go back to Corey and Victor, and like the rest of the subplot, it's funny enough. Corey gets Victor an elephant to advertise because I want my food associated with a wild animal, but it's pretty humorous wondering how the fuck he got it into the house. But back with the movie.
Okay, this is where you use your psychic vision to destroy the zombies.
Are you sure you don't mean telekinesis? I mean, I'm analyzing the movie within a show. I need a life. We get more overacting from Nikki as Raven tries to stop her.
No! You're making the biggest mistake of your life!
And that may be the most obvious example of overacting in this entire episode. And that's saying a lot. And just as I predicted, the director was actually firing Raven.
Well, I'm not gonna fire her. She's brilliant.
For the supposed hottest director in Hollywood, he sure does suck at recognizing bad acting.
Yeah, about that. See, I really wanted to chill with you in Malibu, so I told
Malibu? Please. That was so not gonna happen.
Is this the same person from before?
The only thing scary about this movie is Nikki Logan's ridiculous performance as a psychic zombie slayer. Say goodbye to that house in Malibu, Nikki. You get my vote for the worst actress on Earth.
Yeah, because one bad review can totally kill someone's career. Also, who the hell makes a review hoping the actors will lose their home?
Anything else you want to warn me about?
Yeah, don't forget the shoulders. Woo!
Wow, Raven turned into a total bitch. Yep, so because she was a little mean to her, she gladly destroys her career. That's ultimately what kills this episode for me. The rest is just Raven coming home and being sprayed down by the elephant. This episode tries too hard. It flanderizes or bastardizes the characters in an attempt to get a laugh, gives us a one-dimensional diva and a lot of over-the-top mugging. The subplot, while having its humorous moments, felt really out of place and didn't flow well with the rest of the story. Overall, it just wasn't very funny. It's not terrible, it's completely watchable, and if you like this episode, then good for you. Spoiler alert, this is the second best of the episodes I'll review this month. Anyway, join me next week for a truly terrible episode of The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.